And welcome to Taper John. Tie-dye Android also, but it's going to be more Taper John today. And today's topic: why do I use YouTube versus mixlr? And actually, even, well, in my scenario, it's kind of obvious. But I don't Twitch when it comes to YouTube videos. Or Patreon. I just keep it on YouTube on one platform. You know, to me, it seems simple, and what's going to come up in a couple of years that's going to replace that. So I have to change my platform every couple of years. That means my followers, even though right now it's kind of small, will have to follow me over as well. And if they follow me one, chances are they're not going to click if they don't go to another channel. So I know most everybody goes to YouTube. So I'll just stick here. I'm not a gamer, and gamers seem like they're the ones that are hanging out on Twitch and so on and so forth. But there's many platforms, and that's fine. I use mixlr. I use it more for playback. I don't broadcast on it because then my followers will get kind of confused. Well, should I go on YouTube or should I go on mixlr? That's why I haven't switched to mixlr or anything else for my streaming. I like the YouTube, and plus, you know, we're also getting a little bit of video effect. I mean, that's pretty obvious. mixlr is a good app. The one thing I did find out in the last 8-9 months with the way we're doing it here, since streaming is becoming popular, and that's when we're streaming and we're going through our gear. And what I mean by our gear, I mean us field recorders. I don't know what it is. I know a taper who actually tried doing it my way and tried streaming through mixlr, and it wouldn't work. He was still picking it up through his built-in mic, or he had no sound at all. I can't remember what the problem was, but I tried it, you know, doing it my way. I do it, you know, through my recorder and get the audio out into my Android phone, and it works on Facebook, it works on YouTube. It just doesn't work on mixlr. I don't know what that is. You'd have to speak with them on that. I don't know what that problem would be. But the reason why I don't, because I just don't want to switch platforms and have my followers do the same. I like a little bit of the video aspect of it versus the XLR. I mean, it took me about 8 months to get my audio onto my phone the proper way, to get it in on here, and I don't have it at 24-bit, but I have it at 16-bit. I can live with that for now. My 24-bit audio recordings, those are on archive.org. And if you don't know archive.org by now, after following me, you better research that and actually try experimenting, playing around with my QR codes throughout my channel here. Oh. And my philosophy is, and this is what got me on my YouTube, this is what separates me from other streamers, and I feel like I'm probably the only one here on YouTube doing this. And I'm probably the only taper that's doing it this way on YouTube. I am giving you 2/3, 7/8 of my high quality audio onto my videos. That's where I am unique. Everybody else that's taking videos is holding up their camera on their phone, and so what are you hearing? You're hearing stuff from their fingers because they're covering up partial of the mic, or they're not covering up the mic, and you're getting everything. You're getting everything down here. Now, I'm the only one using these microphones into an Android phone. This, I know. Otherwise, somebody would rebuke me pretty soon. And so far, nobody has. So it don't work on mixlr. That's one reason why I haven't crossed over. And what's the point in... Well, I kind of see the point. But still, like, I have a little bit of the video aspect of it. To me, it's an extra feature versus mixlr. If you're bored, you want something to look at. I also know people who listen to my stuff from my vault here, my collections, that listen while they work. That's fine. Let it play. You don't have to look at the screen. It's just that your brain's telling your eyes that you gotta look. There's no reason for that. And I put in eye candy for you. When I'm coming from the vault here, I'll just throw something in here or something for your eyes to view if you are watching your computer screen, pretending that you're working. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, yeah, you gotta forgive me. I got my water, Joe. But that's why I haven't crossed over to mixlr. I'm just fine here on YouTube. I'm fine with that. As long as they're fine with me, that's great. So I don't plan on switching. Because I don't want you guys to switch with me. So let's just stay right here. Be happy. There's going to be another app or program or some other platform that's probably going to be better in a few years. Well, let's wait until we get there. So basically it boils down to my personal preference. And it boils down to your personal preference. I mean, I know one girl out east. She records constantly and streams on mixlr. She's also streaming from, I believe, a tablet. And it still sounds good. But she's also up there by the soundboard. Way to go, Nora! So... if you're connected, great. If you're not connected, well, then you have to do it the poor man's way. You have to be creative. So, I know bands. I get email notifications from bands from mixlr saying, hey, we're having a replay. That's another advantage of mixlr. But I have that same problem or same benefit with YouTube. I'll live stream. As soon as it's done processing and I'm completed with the live stream, you get to replay it at your free will. I don't have to rebroadcast it. I don't have to say play. I'm rebroadcasting. No. Go back, listen to it at your own time, at your own pace. You don't have to wait for me. So that's another advantage of YouTube versus mixlr. So it's pros and cons. Sorry about that. Weather changing here in Wisconsin. We're finally getting warmer weather. But and the other thing I wanted to discuss too, I already discussed, got my notes. video stream platforms, Twitch, mixlr. I'm not even going to go with Twitch because I don't play with it, and I think that's more of a vlogging and a gamer kind of a video thing, so I'm just not going to go there. Like I said, follower based. It suits whatever suits you best, and pretty much personal preference. And yeah, it's the same old story. It's the same old song. It's still playing. Another reason why I choose YouTube, and that's pretty much the bandwidth. Sometimes I don't at a festival for 3 days, and I'm out in a cornfield or a hay field or whatever kind of a field that they're all having a festival in. Chances are there's no cell phone tower within about 10 miles. So, and if there is some kind of a connection, even when I go to an indoor venue, 9 times out of 10 that everybody else is doing the same thing. They're also on the Wi-Fi. So it's slowing down, it's congested. So sometimes, a lot of times I don't have a signal or a decent signal. mixlr, you can't just record. You probably could. But then why can't I just take my recordings and just rebroadcast them later? Well, with the YouTube, at least at that moment, if I don't have a signal, I just hit record and it'll just make a video, and I just have to upload when I get home. And I brought up Facebook earlier for mixlr, and the way I record going through a USB interface, bringing it to my Android phone. Facebook, probably not bad for streaming. It's short term. Can you save it? Will you be able to find it organized? Can you do a whole set? Has anybody ever done a set? A whole set? A song or two? And then shake it around? Come on, people. If you want us to watch a video from you on Facebook Live, at least mount the camera. At least mount the camera. So we're not getting all the shakiness. Right? I don't even have to go out and get drunk. I don't have to have a beer. I just watch the camera shake around and I get all dizzy. Just something to think about. Just something to think about. You know, I get mine for like $10, $13. Hey. Sorry, I wanted to switch to tunes. So yeah, Facebook kind of gives me a bee in my bonnet. Like I said, do a show. Do a good song. Mount your camera. If you're using your built-in mic, that's fine. But think about it. Think about it when you're hitting the record button saying, oh, this is a cool video. Think about how it sounds. It's such a pet peeve of mine. I mean, I do it occasionally. But you know it's going to sound like crap. And I'm spoiled because I'm always listening to the stuff that's in my ears. So that's kind of what I'm listening to if I ever do the Facebook stream. Say, here's a sample of what's going on over here. If you want better audio quality, please click the link over here. So I get that. I do some of that myself when I do the Facebook. But that's what you're going to get. That's what everybody's getting. At least YouTube you can save. If you use TubeMate or your Android device, you'll be able to download those videos as well. And that's TubeMate. So, okay, reasons why I chose video stream, upload, bandwidth. Plus, I am a Google fanatic, so, and Android, so I had to stay on the Google Android side. But I'm not cutting down mixlr or Twitch. I just don't use them. I use mixlr to hear certain bands from other areas that are broadcasting off that, and I use Nora, H2O Girl, for my dead tours. So, but I'm also an audiophile, so I use many platforms. One I prefer, and I don't want to confuse all my followers, and so I just chose YouTube. And if you just want the audio, then you go to my archive, and there you go. So that's what this topic was about. Mostly the different kinds of streaming platforms, video making, creating platforms. Like I said, you got YouTube, you got Twitch, you got Patreon, you got mixlr for your audio files, Facebook. So this is why I choose. I just like keeping my followers. I don't want my followers wandering wherever I'm wandering on and find out that I was good right where I was at. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I do what I do. I'll stick with the way I'm doing it for right now. I always try to improve my audio quality. And remember, that's my primary goal, is just the audio. I started YouTubing here about 4 years ago, 2015, I believe. And then I did it just for creating a video so I can like relive this later on. And that's when I kind of like started going, okay, I'll start uploading this and I'll share the video. So, and it just started from there, and it took me about 8-9 months, maybe about a year, where I was finally able to my quality audio into the Android phone without going through the TRRS jack. So, got that figured out, and that's all of 2018 and half of 2017 are all USB Android high quality audio on the YouTube videos. So for about the last year and a half, I've been pretty much steadily using these mics, Android phone through a USB interface with my field recording gear. So I'm learning as I go as being a YouTube creator and streamer. I'm learning as I go. I didn't go to school for this, as you can tell by the quality of my music and my videos. But I don't care about that. It's the audio that gets me going. This is actually one song that I actually took from my recordings. I got permission from the band. This is a live performance. This is at a concert. I think this is actually in a bar, I believe. You can even hear the crowd clapping and cheering in the background, but faintly. So something to think about. That's what separates me. Like I said, I got 3 different tunes I just ran for you. 3 different scenarios. one band which I chose for all of Taper John's background music when I'm broadcasting here. It's called Burnt Toast and Jam. Alright, well, I pretty much talked about all that stuff. Why I chose YouTube versus mixlr. Why I YouTube versus Twitch and Patreon. So I guess that's about it. And I will be uploading this video tonight when I get to a venue. A band I recorded, Trongoni, on Sunday, decided to stay in town. It's kind of funny because they said they were gonna, once they knew I was taping, they were gonna say they were gonna play a Dead tune for me, and I scolded them. I says, "Man, you guys forgot to play my Dead tune." Now I find out this morning when I wake up that they're staying in town and they're giving me a Grateful Dead set. Not one song, a set. So I guess I'll be streaming again tonight and uploading this before the band starts. Alright, you guys have a great day. More to come as always. And if you haven't, subscribe over here. Click on the little icon over here and subscribe. 200 subscriber gets a free black t-shirt. Alright, once again, goodbye to Taper John, Tie-Dye Android. We'll catch you later, and as always, more to come.